grind. My Texas adventure is underway. Behind me is LA Burger. It's stop 1 of 3. We're doing a roaming, wandering lunch. This is the first stop, LA Burger. It's about the LA food scene. There's a lot of Korean food going on in there, but not in the typical sense. They're doing Korean style dogs and burgers. I'm dying to try it. I'm here with Toby from TobyBlog.com. We're gonna get really full today. Join us.
I gotta tell you, the one time that I've had Korean proper.
All right, Toby, you've been gracious so far in Texas. You brought me the LA Burger. I'm dying to see what you got in there.
Man, well, first of all, look, it's great to have you down here. I can't believe I'm actually doing one of these things, being a long-time fan of Review the World. This is very exciting to actually be part of it now. I'll just throw this on the ground here for the time being. Maybe we'll pick it up, maybe not. I'm a bad boy like that. Let's see what we got.
That's a very inside reference.
Oh man, I gotta say, we took a look at this in the store. Even out here, as I open the box, I can smell that wonderful smell with the Korean, the kimchi. It looks like we've got maybe some sausage in there. And look, we've got the actual.
I don't know if I want to butcher pronouncing the bulgogi, but I know that there's
bulgogi.
So. If you know Korean food, you probably know what it is. It's like it's basically like a meat that they chop, and I know that's on there.
But I gotta tell you, what I wasn't expecting was the melted cheese on it. And this looks really appetizing. You know, it looks like you have cheese, looks like you have, the kimchi in there, which is what, just like Korean cabbage in there,
yeah,
right?
Pretty much.
But also some onions. I mean, this...
And it's grilled kimchi fantastic. Too, so...
with a little sesame seed bun, that's always a plus in my book.
Oh, cool.
Like that. Yeah, and then they got the little dog is split in half, so you get some charring on the inside. So all around, I mean, this looks fantastic.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. On presentation, we have to give them a good score. Now we've cut this down the middle.
I'm gonna dig in. This side looks just a tad bit smaller to me, so I'm gonna give you the bigger.
Hey man,
you're the guest here, right?
This is step 1 of 3. So.
All right, let's dig in.
Not to mention we had a giant breakfast at the Old West Cafe today. So.
Man, I gotta tell you, my first impression is that it's extremely juicy, but it's also very sweet.
Ooh,
oh yeah, you get a lot
appetizing.
of sweetness. You get a lot of sweetness from the cabbage and from the onions, but there's a sauce or something in here too that is really good tasting. And you know what? When I bite into this, I don't get a whole lot of wiener taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. I'm very familiar with that taste.
I get like a lot of grilled sausage kind of flavor. It's just fantastic.
You've got a drink as well, Toby, and I believe you said in the restaurant that it's actually is it a Korean beverage?
It's a Korean lemon lime soda.
It's not a 64-ounce big gulp like here in the States. They're much more modest.
It's called Chilsing cider. And it has a picture of a lemon lime, one of those things on it.
One of those hybrids.
Yeah, exactly. Caffeine free. That's some Korean, I guess that says caffeine free in Korean. So let's open it up and try it out. Are you getting my good side here, Brian?
Yeah, man, it's looking great. Irving, Texas, baby.
Well, tastes like a pretty decent, but pretty ordinary lemon lime soda. The taste doesn't exactly jump out at you. It's kind of subdued, I think.
Does it complement the food? Is it decent accompaniment?
Well, lemon lime, it's always going to be kind of a neutral flavor. It goes with pretty much anything. It's not like a root beer, where you're in the mood for maybe a heavier burger or a steak or something like that. So, yeah, I would say it complements it well enough, sure.
Cool. Toby, I now need to step in front of the camera. I'm going to try the soul dog. I'm going to try my beverage, which I've yet to unveil. And I'm also going to try the burger, which I'll talk about momentarily. Then we're going to bring you back in, let you try this burger.
Sweet.
Let's do it. All right, everybody. I'm a little disheveled. It's been hot, sweaty out here. We went to the Arbor Hills mountain bike. Had an awesome time. The soul dog. Not only is this item 1 of 2, but this is stop 1 of 3, so the roaming lunch at Toby Specialty, patent pending.
Awesome.
He did a great job of introducing it. I'm simply gonna just jump in and try it. This, to me, is a meal alone, but like I said, this is their first course.
It's good stuff, huh?
Such a mouthful right now.
Thoughts, impressions?
The first thought I had was, what a terrifying sound that made when I bit into it. Just, you know, a very squishy, popping, you know, it sounded like could have been a special effect for a horror film, but flavor-wise, it's phenomenal. I mean, like Toby said, you get some of the sweet and the spicy. I did feel like I got to taste a good amount of the dog itself, and I gotta tell you guys, the dog itself is nothing to be ashamed of. It's a pretty good dog, and the bun is nice. I'm gonna get another little bite.
Absolutely, we're not talking Oscar Mayer quality here. I mean, this is right top shelf stuff.
I'm unfamiliar with the sauce that's on it.
Now, it's funny that you say spicy, though, because I gotta tell you, I have a bit of a resistance to that. I don't really taste it a lot like other people do. Do you get some spice out of that?
A little bit, but not like hot, just like a flavor.
Oh, okay.
Nice profile. We're gonna finish eating the food off camera. You know, you don't want to watch the extended cut where it's 20 minutes of us sticking, you know, the hot dog in our mouth. But honestly, if I was rolling in there and that was the only thing that I tried, I would definitely return to LA Burger, and that's, you know, a good recommendation. Let me see if this is a twist off.
Sure.
Try using a napkin. Not sure if you're familiar with these. You probably are. These are common all across the country.
Yeah, the Doritos.
The Doritos. This is lime, my favorite flavor.
I almost got the pineapple before I saw the Korean thing. Figured I'd be authentic since it's a Korean-American hybrid joint.
You know, I can't get it open at the moment, and I don't want to dally on time, so we're going to jump into the main event here at LA Burger, and that's one of their burgers. There was 2 that I was leaning on the fence. I went with the K-Town. I believe the other one was called the LA Burger.
Yes.
Both of them had fried kimchi. The LA Burger had the fried egg on it and some other items. We had breakfast already today. I had 2 eggs over medium. Therefore, I went with the K. The K-Town, it's got teriyaki sauce, fried kimchi, tomato, lettuce. It has jalapenos, and it said a spicy sauce. That was literally the name of it. And we cut this one down the middle. The burger looks really well. The bun is like maybe like a brioche or something.
Yeah, I don't know how you describe that, right.
I'm just gonna go ahead and... I think I'm gonna pull a Toby here and I'll take the smaller half. This is what the money shot though, is you can actually see what we're getting into burger-wise. All kinds of things. A lot of kimchi on there, a lot of sauce.
Yeah,
I think
crazy.
that spicy sauce might be what was on the dog as well, possibly. Let's see if I can fit this in. First impressions, I think I might prefer the burger.
Oh, really?
The burger, I think there's a little more going on. Where the dog, you know, a spicy, nice, you know, dog, you're gonna feel it kind of in the back of the throat, some heartburn. This is nice though. The burger's kind of mellow. There's a sweetness to it. The bun and stuff. I think it's a more leveled approach, whereas the soul dog is more front end, in your face. This one's a bit more leveled out.
Yeah, and you have some vegetables in there, kind of maybe soften it a bit. Yes,
and the bun does work in its favor. Yeah, I'm really digging this. Toby, we're gonna get you in and try the K-Town.
Awesome.
All right, Toby.
I'm looking around to see if we have any fire wheels out here. My favorite are the Texas wildflowers, which are going a bit out of season right now. All right.
After we cut the camera, I just want to point out too, I took several more bites of the burger happily. Definitely one of the better burgers that I've had in recent memory, and I eat quite a lot of burgers back at home, so huge. If I was throwing a little grade out, I might need to ponder a bit on the dog, but the burger is an A+ for me, or at least an A. I mean, I liked it.
So I'm seeing we have a lot of vegetables, like you mentioned, some lettuce, some tomato. I'm seeing some jalapeno in there, which I'm very much in favor of. And then the fried kimchi. It's not like it's batter fried. You can really tell, I guess, which is why I don't recall that from last time. The bun, brioche, I guess. Is that how you describe
I think so.
It impressed me, sort of, not being familiar with that particular term, as almost like what we would get with homemade bread, because I used to have a lot of that my grandmother would make. And so it has a real soft interior, but like a lightly toasted, almost
dense,
close to crispy
kind of sweet
exterior. Yeah, sweet, but sweetness definitely. So let me dig into this. And I'm already noticing something that kind of turned me off on another burger that I had, and I'll get to that in a sec.
I think I know where you're going with that criticism. Flavor-wise, I just felt a balance that was missing maybe from the dog.
The dog on the surface was a lot sweeter. And I don't know if it was because of a teriyaki or some of the other, I think it was everything all together really, but you had a really sweet, but not unpleasant, this, like you said, is much more balanced, but here on the underside of the bread, because the bread is so soft, and because this is such a juicy burger, I gotta put the meat is juicy, but all these vegetables, and I think maybe even the cabbage, it leaks a lot, right? And that bread just sops that up like a sponge on the bottom. So you get a little bit of a wet burger, which is, over the long run, kind of a turnoff. I've had another one here before. It was their Namaste veggie burger. And that thing was really, really wet. And by the time I got to the end, the bread was kind of breaking into two pieces in your hand, and it was very soppy and wet. So that was a bit of a turnoff. But I gotta say, flavor-wise, this place has something really special, really unique. I love the Korean flavors, and they go great on a burger. I'd have to give this one a big thumbs up. And definitely a place that I'd come back to again and again when I want something above and beyond just a garden variety burger. That's where I'm going.
Hey everybody, it's Brian. It's your friendly neighborhood reviewer. Now we just hit up Fuzzy Taco. I apologize, lapse of judgment. I forgot to get a shot outside of the exterior. We're here in a tennis court, getting ready to get our grub on. Fuzzy Taco, no innuendos please, okay guys? Traded up for some bottled water. It's a warm day, but it's surprisingly mild. I think the weatherman called for like low 90s today. Tacos. Got 2 tacos for weeks now on end, knowing that I was coming down to Texas. I've been anticipating these tacos. I got a crawfish and a tempura shrimp. Now, bless her heart, the girl that took my order, she said, "Did you say the temporary fish?" I don't know. I'm not trying to make fun of her. I really, like I said, but I was like, "No, ma'am, the tempura."
Well, if it was temporarily fish then, what is it now, Brian?
And so, not sure which one I'm gonna. I went with the soft corn tortillas, a little more traditional. Up first, it appears, this is the shrimp tempura. It looks more like batter dipped shrimp to me than tempura style, but
right, which usually has like a lighter kind of,
but I'm not, gonna turn up my nose at it.
Well, it's temporary. So she told you. She did. She told you accurately, dude.
Oh wow, it's sloppy. If anybody's gonna be playing a game of horse, if you slip on some lettuce or a stray tomato, it's my bad. You can come all the way up to Ohio and see me. Really crunch on that shrimp. The toppings have kind of commingled together. It's not necessarily the most appetizing mixture. I need a little water.
Sure. This is interesting.
I like that. I think for my taste, maybe some more pico de gallo or maybe some hot sauce on there to kind of bring it up a notch. The key ingredient though, the battered shrimp, the tempura or temporary shrimp, that is what I was in it for, and that did not disappoint.
Now they did give you some hot sauce, right?
Yeah, they gave me a little thing of hot sauce, little cup. Kind of had a very tomatoey kick. Not bad at all, very thin. Now this is the crawfish taco, which I was really interested in. It's also battered, which is kind of cool. I'm not, you know, mad.
You were expecting just a grilled?
I guess so. Yeah, maybe just, you know, right out of the shell and kind of maybe flash fried or something. Two types of cheese. Not the hugest cheese guy, but lettuce. Don't really see much in the way of cilantro. A small dash of it. But again, it's the crawfish I'm really after. Oh no.
We better run after that. Put that in the trash. We'll get that.
I'm actually going to pull out a crawfish here. Purposes of science. You can see the guy there. Let me get inside there. Yeah, I guess that's what I was expecting, is the actual crawfish bits itself, maybe.
Right.
But,
well, I got to tell you, I have had definitely mixed experiences with Fuzzies. My first trip to Fuzzies was great. And this was at a different location. I had some really, really fantastic, and the tacos, the shells, were super crunchy compared to this place where they're a little soggy. My second and third trips to Fuzzies had some different experiences. One was not so great, the other one was kind of mediocre, so I guess, you know, if anything, they need to work on their consistency.
I would agree. I think in terms of anticipation, just the thought of the different seafood options. I'm a huge seafood guy. I was definitely favorable towards it. In terms of trying it, though, I'm relatively unimpressed, to be fair and to try to be honest and not sugarcoat it. Would I get it again? On the off chance, yes, but not a huge fan of it. I'd probably rank it kind of, you know, middle of the road. I'd probably throw a C at it. I think they could definitely improve upon it with some simple ingredient changes. You know, the place, the interior was kind of interesting. I did get a small part of that on the video. I think it was possibly a repurposed garage, like a filling station or something, and that was kind of cool. Got it hitting my food looked like he was going to a Halloween party dressed up like Mystical. You know, what was his old song, you know? Shake your ass, watch yourself. But all things being said, Toby's getting ready to try the spicy pork, and then we're going to wrap this up at a third location. I'm blindfolded. He won't even tell me where we're going. So, all right, Toby, let's see what you got. Our Fuzzy Taco experience continues. Toby, what did you get at Fuzzy?
Spicy pork taco on a crispy corn tortilla. Now, at first I was going to get just the standard ground beef taco. I wanted to see how they did with something just that ordinary, that plain, see if they could do that justice. But as I often do when I go to restaurants, I switched it up at the last minute because it said spicy pork. I like both of those things. Let's take a look. See, this is what I like about Fuzzies. You get the white cheese here and lots of cilantro. This is not nearly as much as I would like. I'm a huge prefer.
I love it too. I'm a big fan. Huge cilantro guy.
But it feels like it's a heavy taco. You know, it's definitely like heavier than you get at Taco Bell. Lots of pork meat in there. They didn't really skimp on that. It looks good.
Yeah, the colors are nice.
It's supposed to be a crispy shell, and I will say that this feels, taking it out of the bag, just a little I don't know, soggy or yeah, definitely not like cracker crisp. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm wondering how they get their spice. I know, like Hothead Burrito, which is back home in Ohio, you can get any of their meats spiced. They just dunk it kind of like in a sauce before they throw it on your burrito. But that doesn't have the color of like it's been.
And you'll see a lot of juices from the meat. This is very, very juicy and extremely flavorful pork. This is a very good taco. And actually, the slight sogginess of the shell honestly does work to keep it together a little bit better, so it doesn't just all fracture in your hands like you will get at a Taco Bell taco or something. Is it spicy? Maybe very mildly. But the white cheese goes so well with the pork and the cilantro taste. Yeah, that's really good.
And up next, our third and final spot, at least for lunch, that is, another taco spot. We won't spoil that. We'll be there in a moment. So fans, stay with us. All Alright guys, bad news, third spot. I am full, I gotta be honest, but Taco Naan, a hybrid of Indian and Mexican cuisine, a fusion if you will. Toby speaks very fondly about this. The chicken 65 spicy taco, immaculate. The chicken naan taco served on naan bread as opposed to a traditional soft shell. Out of this world, right?
Brian.
Well, it turns out, as we pulled up, I thought it looked kind of desolate, and I kind of ribbed Toby and said, your favorite place is closed. It's not quite that severe, but they did close at 3 p.m. It's 3:02. There's a guy in there eating right now.
He's eating, and they won't let us in.
And so the roaming lunch comes to a screeching halt.
I'm just like racked. I am so totally disappointed. This was the place of the three that he really wanted to take me, and it's the place that. Where else? Where else are you gonna get this? Mexican hybrid Indian cuisine.
Vicariously through your photos and whatnot. Maybe this is a Toby blog assignment for your blog, passing it, paying it forward. Maybe you should do a piece on Taco Naan. I unfortunately can't. My hands are tied. I just want to like lay down, face down in this puddle and sob, but.
I'm gonna have to send some to you in the mail, man, because this is a truly unique experience, and now you're not gonna be experiencing it. I'm just blown away. 3 o'clock? What the hell?
Yeah, 3 o'clock.
I mean, we're out here with a camera, man. We could be like major food reviewers and Food Network stuff.
Well, anyway, I got like a 4:15 with Mark Cuban, the Mavericks.
Yeah.
I got a business deal I'm proposing, so Review the World, kind of a merger with. So I got to go take care of that. All right, guys. Roaming lunch, do one in your town. Highly recommend it. Bring a bib.
Get there before 3.
I'm gonna start walking back to Ohio. Thanks, Toby, for everything. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot.